Three big stories broke yesterday, and one of them being Janusz Walusz, the killer of SACP leader Chris Hani.
Yes.
He's set to be released on parole in 2 weeks' time. Unpack the story for us a bit.
The story, I'll just start with what social media is saying about the story. I mean, it had over 200 impressions on Twitter, people engaging, and it reached over 200 Twitter handles on social media also. So what is basically happening on social media, people are not happy with the fact that he's expected to be released on parole in 14 days because they feel like Ubuntu is not good enough. He should stay in jail. He deserves to be in jail, and that's what that's the most contention on social media. People are not happy, and it's causing a bit of an uproar.
So you say over 200, it reached over 200 Twitter handles. What does that
Yes.
mean? Give us an example.
Meaning the story alone, under the hashtag Chris Hani, reached over 200 million people, no, 200,000 people on social media, meaning that over 99 contributors per hour, meaning it's been tweeted over 200 times on social media, and a number of contributors. And I'm losing myself here. The numbers are a bit hectic, but yeah. Social media people have been engaging with it, and it's those 200,000 accounts.
All right, and two other big stories. The court rulings this week in the Flabber murder, that sentencing, and the verdict of Zephany Nurse in the kidnapping case. How are these received on social media?
Once again, people are talking about gender and gender equality because we had a major case also during the week where one convict was given 20 years, and because Flabber's killer, to say, is a woman, she was given 12 years imprisonment. But the reason why she was given 12 years is because the judge believes that she can be rehabilitated in prison, so she is not that of a risk. That's why she got 12 years in prison. But people on social media are arguing the gender role and how women are perceived in the eye of the justice. It also, on social media, it got unlike other cases, it was the lowest, where only 300,000 people on social media engaged with it. Those are the accounts. It had over 400,000 impressions on Twitter, retweets, and people sharing the story.
Okay, this Monday's Mbeki letter about HIV/AIDS, that caused quite a bit of stir on all platforms.
It did, because it's one of the topics that Mbeki's legacy will be reminded, the onions and the garlic. But on social media, it reached over 1 million people are talking about it and are engaging with the topic. And people are saying Thabo Mbeki was right. Some people are saying Thabo Mbeki was right, and some people are saying Thabo Mbeki is responsible for the lives that were lost during his time in government, for not allowing people to have access to those ARVs that could have saved them. But there is a sentiment on social media that he was right, and yeah.
Okay, and then a big story that we've had this week in the sporting world, Russian tennis star Maria Sharapova. What's come out, I would imagine that was probably one of the biggest stories this week on social media.
It was one of the biggest stories on social media, and she was being compared to Serena Williams, that she is taking all these drugs, yet she cannot beat Serena Williams. And it went back to a topic about culture, and not culture, but race and gender yet again, where they're saying if it happened in a black community, it would have been a big case, but because now she's a white blonde woman, it's taken lightly. They're also arguing about privilege, that she has more privilege because of her race, but if it was from a black community, it would have been a different story.
And I see up here we've got this poll that 48% said she's lying, 31% said it was an honest mistake, 21% saying they're not sure.
They're not sure. You see, the majority is saying that she is lying, that she knew about this the whole time. While you have a small number, 31% saying no, she didn't know about it. But this drug was banned a year back, so she must have had recognition, and she has a team of doctors that are taking care of her professionally. So one of the doctors must have read the laws, and one of the doctors must have known that
there's a few questions that come out of this story, actually.
There's a whole lot of questions surrounding the whole case.
All right, now we'll have to leave it there. Now, Motloung, SABC Multimedia, thank you very much.
No, thank you so much.